In the United States, someone dies every 11 seconds. But here's what nobody tells you: the age that kills the most people is not what you think it is. Most people assume it's the elderly, the 90-year-olds, the ones who lived full lives and simply ran out of time. And yes, age plays a role, but the real pattern is more specific, more surprising, and more personal than that. Because when you look at the actual data, a clear picture emerges, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Here is what the numbers actually show. The age group with the highest number of deaths in America is 85 and older. That part most people guess correctly, but here is where it gets interesting. The second highest, 75 to 84. The third, 65 to 74. 3 consecutive decades stacked on top of each other, each one deadlier than the last. That sounds obvious until you look at what is actually killing people inside those numbers. Heart disease, cancer, stroke, chronic lower respiratory disease. Those 4 conditions account for the majority of deaths across every age bracket past 65, not accidents, not random events, conditions that built quietly for decades before anyone noticed. That is the part most people miss. The death does not happen at 75, it starts at 40. The habits formed in your 30s and 40s are the ones that either protect you or destroy you 30 years later. The late nights, the processed food, the skipped checkups, the stress you never managed. None of it shows up immediately. It compounds slowly, invisibly, until one day it becomes a diagnosis. And here is where the data gets more uncomfortable. When you break it down by cause rather than age, accidental deaths peak much earlier. For people between 25 and 44, accidents are the leading cause of death. Not disease, not age, accidents. Mostly drug overdoses and car crashes, 2 things that are almost entirely preventable. For people between 45 and 64, the story shifts. Cancer moves to the front, heart disease follows, the lifestyle catches up. Then past 65, chronic disease takes over completely and never lets go. So what does this actually mean? It means most people are not living with urgency until it is too late. They assume the dangerous years are far away. They assume they will feel it coming. They assume they have more time than they do. The data says otherwise. The average American male lives to 73. The average female, 79. That means for most people, the final decade starts earlier than they expect, and the decisions that shaped it were made decades before. Here is the uncomfortable truth. You are already in the window that matters. Whether you are 25 or 45 or 55, the choices you are making right now are writing the last chapter of your life without you realizing it. The most dangerous age is not 85. It is the age you are right now, when you still feel fine, when the consequences feel distant, when change feels optional. Because the people who make it past 85 with quality of life intact did not get lucky, they built something quietly over decades: small decisions, consistent habits, regular checkups, managed stress. They took it seriously before they had to. Most people wait until the doctor's office forces the conversation. By then, decades of compounding have already done their work. The best time to change the trajectory was 10 years ago. The second best time is right now. If this changed how you think about your own timeline, subscribe. More data-driven videos like this every week.